Oh, morning everyone, welcome back. Just out doing my checks this morning. We just come up to 7 o'clock or 7:15. The late start this morning. I didn't film yesterday, well I filmed yesterday, but I scrapped it. I went into Bradford to do a late night 1600 job, and it all went a bit to pot, so I just decided to scrap yesterday. It were nearly a 5-hour tip anyway at the first job, so there wasn't much filming done. And then it over back to Leeds from Scunthorpe, swap boxes, and then up to that Bradford job. It was one of them. It were cars and people everywhere. It was not a fun one to do, so I decided to get rid of it. So that's in, right, and we're good to go. Right, back in the truck now. Just start the engine up to build my air up while I fill in my defect book. Say that I've done my checks and there's nothing wrong as far as I'm aware with the vehicle. Obviously we don't go mechanical wise into it, we just do visual checks, you know, nothing hanging off, no flat tyres, no air leaks or anything. So that's all good with me. We're just round to Riley's in Doncaster this morning. It's only round corner to get a 20-foot container on, loading 10 o'clock. It says Dewsbury, but I believe it's closer to Tingley. And then that says at the minute it's going down to Felixstowe, so we should get a good running today. I'll need to get diesel on the way down, because having that late Bradford yesterday, I knew it was going to be potentially a long time, and I could end up spending the night parked up there. So I only put I ran 6% when I filled up yesterday. I only put 60 litre in, just to give us enough. Yeah, just to give me enough for the day. So I was happy at that. And then this one out, multimodal. So a bit of confusion there. He wanted me to go, so but we're out. Quite a few of ours around this morning. So yeah, I just put enough in just to get the job covered and get me back over to Doncaster in case I spent the night parked on an industrial estate around Bradford. It's not one of the best places to park, so I didn't want to park up with a full tank of diesel, and it just looks bad then, doesn't it? You know, if diesel gets nicked overnight and I've filled up a couple of hours before I got there, it just makes life easier. So I'll get off and go get this container on and let you all know what's happening later on. Back after your little tumble of getting the container on. That was just likely to happen, that wasn't it? But they're all good. We've got a container on now, heading to Stingley, Dewsbury area. So we got a steady drive ahead of us. This isn't due till 10 o'clock. Just coming up 2 minutes past 8 at the minute. Got a new, well, I say it's a new system. It's an old system in place we've got, but we've just never been asked to use it before. And it's just an online system for putting all the box and seal numbers in, and ETAs for getting to jobs and whether we've arrived or stuff like that. We found that the other day. So we've got some tablets in our trucks. I think the Samsung tablets that they've had put in when we got these trucks, and we've never used them. I've never even unlocked mine. But I just opened it up then, and it's got the it has got the app on for what we're using in our phones, or starting to use in our phones. So hopefully they can get a passcode for logging into that, and then we can start using stuff properly on that app then, to help save our phone data and all that lot, and just make the planner's life that bit easier. You know, it's going to be chaos with that many drivers ringing up all the time to, I need a VBS, I need this, I need that. Well, if it's on a screen for them ready to go, they can see a driver's going to be there at this time at, say, Felixstowe later on for us, hopefully. And then you know, they've got the time to get the VBS sorted then, rather than having me ring up to say I'm going to be there at this time, can you do this, can you do that, and me getting on their nerves. So should be a steady drive over here. 42 mile away at the minute. I say it should be a steady drive, it's busy here. Just a constant stream of cars. No indicators on this one. Oh, it's not nice here this morning, is it? But yeah, I will get off and let you know any updates later on. Into Woolly Edge Services to see if I can potentially grab some diesel from here. We're on 10% left now. We can fill up here on our fuel cards, but it's not a very big area. It's not very big as fuel pumps. To resurface this in here a bit, I think. Yeah, it's not very large. There's only 2 fuel pumps, so it's hit and miss whether you can get on or not. We might get lucky, we might not. Let's have a look. We're gonna get on. Depends if this car transport is going on. Oh, look at that, straight onto a fuel pump. Wow. Right, I'll get off now. No, no. Never mind, there's no diesel on that one. Out of use. I'll try and back up and get next to this, behind this lad here. See if I can back up. Why don't they put cones in front of it to say that there's no fuel in it? But yeah, I'll go wait for fuel and I'll update you in a little bit. There we go, I managed to get diesel. Filled up AdBlue as well, that were on 20%. So I've had a good fill up. Now 1.8 mile to this collection. Picking up used textiles, it says on when I picked the box up at Riley's. I don't know what that's going to be. We're just fighting away through this traffic at the minute. This housing estate they're putting up, it's not a particularly nice place. Right. Will be when it's finished, but not at the minute. It's like they're just putting a roundabout in on it. But yeah, the one I pulled up behind it, well, by the time I finished messing about trying to get the container over a little bit so I could clear the pumps getting off of them, he were filled up, so we just pulled forward a little bit with it being unit only so that I could get straight on then. Filled her up on both and now I'm all sorted for eventually going down to Felixstowe if that's where it does end up going. Why does my sat want me to turn right here though, and everyone else is going straight on? Well, let's have a look. I don't think you think you can turn right at them lights. You've got to go this way to turn right. M62, turn right, oh god. You've got to love it round here. So we'll just filter traffic off for people wanting to turn right. Just try and get far over here. There's a second set of lights down there for the school. As the sign in front says, prepare for second lights, or second signals. Yeah, it's a 20-foot container I've got on, so it shouldn't be too long for them to load. It all depends what it is. If it's little bits of fabric, it could be a while. If it's big bits, it won't be too bad. You can probably see someone's tried at the bollard here on this junction at the traffic lights, taking that down. But it's a bit tight. Not bad. Quite a bit of room then to the curb. So these cameras do help a lot for stuff like that. We're panning around and zooming in that little bit to just see the curb and things like that. Certainly does help. It should be clear now. 1 mile to turning onto the road that the job's on, and 1.1 mile to the postcode. That's all good. Sun's come back this morning, up to 16 degrees at the minute. I don't think it's going to get overly warm. It's just going to be a nice temperature, really. It should be nice. Certainly will be nice. these cars are parked a bit close to the road, especially when you get cars overtaking you like that. It's 40-mile-an-hour road, we were doing 40 in the flying up. Oh, not to worry. You just got to get on with these things. That's just the lane detection system on the truck. I'm hugging white line in the middle, avoiding these cars in a minute. It is a bit narrow. Just to put a cycle lane in. I don't know how often that gets used, but you know, whatever. I think I've played a gig round here somewhere on my right in the past. My band before I left, in anticipation of moving at some point soon, but it's been nearly 5 months now. I could have stayed with them, which is about right. So we're looking for Quarry Lane, which is coming up somewhere. I think it might be this one with the bus stop past the car garage. Looks more than likely. Yeah, on my truck coming out, so it makes it a struggle to get in. Well, that is about right. There we go. Oh dear me, what a place. Mate, these houses love it. Wagons up and down here all the time. Right. We're up here somewhere, I hope. YDS, it's here on my left, so I'll get off and go in and get loaded and let you know when I'm out. Right, we're all loaded now. Plans have changed here. I was picking up at YDS here, as you'll see on these trailers. Easy job, very easy job. So we are loaded and out. I am heading to, plans have changed, we are heading to iPort with this now. My depot to get it off, I believe it's going to be down here to get out, I think so. Yeah, to get this container off, and then we're picking up an empty box out of Newell and Wrights at Rotherham. That's going down to Leicester, to JCB down there. And then we are drop and swap there. So I'm losing my new trailer, but it looks like I'll be getting a decent one anyway. And that is down to London Gateway today. Felixstowe's quiet. That's why they've put this on the train. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't mind. Yeah, I've had a decent week so far this week. We're on 9.5 hours overtime at the minute, so it's a good week. Steady away, you know. A few quieter days I won't mind, just to rest and that. Weekend's coming up. It's Thursday today, so just take it steady. You know, down the Gateway, be able to get down there, box off and on, and should be able to get parked in there tonight down at our Tilbury depot, all being well. Just waiting for a gap to get out of here. Got to wait for the lights. Looks like the lights have changed. If these cars hurry up, we'll get out now. It says 14 ton on the paperwork for this, but I'm feeling this is heavier. So I'm glad I filled up on the way in, so I'm just straight out and on my way now. So yeah, I'll get off and I'm going to go the long way around again. I just can't be bothered sitting in that traffic on the A1. You know, it's only takes a little bit for that to build up a couple minutes longer, so I'll go around 62 M18. Then it's the easier route, easier foot truck, especially with weight on. I've had a half-hour break in there because I thought this was going down a Felixstowe, but that'll give me time to get this box off and on at Rotherham. Probably get a break on the way down to Leicester then. But yeah, I'll get off and update you later on in the day. There we go, container off. Just round into Newell and Wrights now. In about 25 mile away from Newell and Wrights, something like that, maybe 20 mile. So just lunchtime getting there. It's 11:37 now. I've got 2 hours and 3 driving left. I've not done this job down at Leicester before that we've got. It's not actually JCB like I said it was, it's Caterpillar we're picking up from. Drop and swap. So I don't know if they'd be able to let me have a break down there or not. Regarding 4.5 hour drive. I'm going to have a break beforehand, I believe. Not sure whereabouts I'll have that break though. I've not fully decided yet. Depends how long I have left when I get down there. Depends how far away it actually is and how long it's going to take me. It's a bit busy here. Queuing for Seaver. Yes, the plan is to get down to London Gateway tonight, get the box off and on, and then park up in the Tilbury yard with it, and then I'm just straight out tomorrow morning then. Probably be 9 hours off tonight, start early in the morning, try and beat the traffic on there. On the good old M25. I'm not sure where I'm going yet, I don't know. I won't know that until I've at least picked this box up at Leicester. But we will see. Hopefully it's something nice and pleasant on a Friday. Will be very welcoming. Well, it's all up in the air, so I'll get off and get to Newell and Wrights to get this empty box on, and speak to you all later on. There we go, container on. Just coming up to quarter to 1. I'm going to need a break before I get down there. I'm 72 mile away. I've got an hour and 28 driving left. So I don't know where I'm going to have my break. I'll try and make it as far down as I can. probably Leicester Forest East service or something like that, but I'll probably need a miracle to get in there. But we'll see. We will see. I've put 3:15 on this job for picking up this container or drop and swap. It's going to be there 2:15 at the minute, but by the time I've had a break and everything like that, so I want to try and get my break as close to this job as I can, so I can get down a gateway with one hit and hopefully have enough time to get in and out and over to Tilbury Yard without needing another one. I should be able to. It's going to be about 3 hours down to London Gateway, so if I can get half an hour from this yard, from this job, and have a break, then we should be all good then for getting down to London Gateway in one hit. Depends how much shunting we need to do around here though as well at this job. I said earlier I've not done this one before, it's a new one for me. And then find out what joys I've got for tomorrow. And what fun. So I'll get off and let you know when I'm on my break. We're just pulling out of trowel services on the M1. Well, I needed half an hour in there because I had a break earlier. I had half an hour earlier at the job this morning, so that's me now with a clean card for a good while. We are, how far away are we? There, less than an hour away now. It's coming there at 2:51 at Leicester for this job, this collection. So get in there, pick this box up and head down a gateway and see what they've got for me. There we go, container swapped over. It was fairly simple in there once I found right one bloody gate. Went to the wrong one first, didn't see it signed till it was too late. But we are out and on our way down to London Gateway. I've asked for an 8 o'clock BBS tonight, pick up the container, and they've got me an open booking brig in the morning up near Scunthorpe Way, so we can get there anytime tomorrow. So I'll just have my get to Gateway at Tilbury Yard tonight, probably be there for 9 o'clock, I'll be able to start for 6 because it's Friday tomorrow. So if I can do that one and then done, be a nice welcome finish on a Friday, that certainly will. Just waiting to get out here, straight out there. Yeah, so it was fairly simple in there. It looks like we're going there quite a lot, so just in, drop, pick up next trailer, to check your seal and we've got the right box, and away you go. See you later. 144 miles to London Gateway. It's saying 2 hours 59 minutes. I've got 3 hours 30 left on my driving time, which is why I've asked for an 8 o'clock VBS, and it gives me time for a break if I need one then. But I'll shoot off and catch you later on. I decided to have my break on the A14 here. Just feeling a bit tired and thought I'll pull over and have my 45 minutes, and then I'm just, oh, can I get a gear, can I get a gear, come on. That took a long time for this truck to get a gear then. That's not happened before. There were a wagon pulling into lay-by, so people were pulling out, there was a big gap. That did take a while then. But yeah, we're out now. It's got me down at 7:30 down at London Gateway, so it's 15 minutes to kill before the VBS, but I imagine traffic will take care of that. But I can just take a steady drive down now, you know. I can set my cruise control at 54, so I'm still doing a decent speed, but and wagons can get past with ease, so it's a steady drive now. 112 miles. Got all my paperwork printed for the morning. Yeah, good to go. We're just down at London Gateway now. I've just come down this way so I could stop somewhere for a couple of minutes and just take my iPad off the charge and check my phone and that. I'm gonna have to go right down to the other end of this road to turn around to come back. It's 7:30 now. I can't get in the dock until 7:45, and there's not really anywhere we can properly stop en route. So, but if we come down here, I've just stopped just back there to sort some things out, and then road. I could screw it round, I suppose, here, but there's some weight on this. It's just easier to. There's a roundabout at the end of this road. When I worked for Maritime, or when they bought who I was working for, I worked for Wincanton Containers at the time. When they bought Wincanton, I stayed on with them with Maritime for a bit to see what it was like, and it wasn't for me. They were a bit pushy and a bit. You've got to park here, you've got to park there, to start at this time, doesn't start at that time, and you don't need it. Jobs are hard enough as it is at times, so the depot for Maritime is down here, so that's how I know I can turn around at the end. Unless it's all changed, which no matter, look, it probably hasn't. It'd be a T-junction or something now. But I don't think it is. All oil fields and all oil refineries and that are down here for this area, so I wouldn't have thought they'd have changed much down here for that, because it worked. Yeah, we'll get down here, back up. By the time I get back up to the top and down into the dock, it should be bang on 7:45. Hopefully a quick turnaround then into Tilbury Yard then to park up, but I am going to end this video here officially, unless so exciting happens, because I was a bit of an idiot last night and I didn't clear enough room on my SD card in the camera, and we've got 5 minutes left. Plus it didn't help that I forgot to switch to time-lapse mode at one point, so it recorded for 1 hour and 8 minutes, taking up a lot of space, so you know, that's going to be fun to copy over. But hey ho, there is a roundabout down here, a big roundabout. But yeah, I will end this video here and go get my boxes swapped and parked up in Tilbury. So unless else drastic happens, this will be the end of the video. So you know, if you have any questions about the industry or anything like that, please feel free to comment. You know, any suggestions are very helpful. But anything we are both open to constructive criticism, not just, you know, if it's just criticism of rubbish, don't bother and all that lot, you know, it's not constructive criticism, but you know, something just a tip to help or try look out for or try doing, we are very, very open to all that. If you could like the video and subscribe to our channel, we are trying to come up with a schedule, I believe, of videos that we are going to post, just so it's there's a bit of a routine to follow and everything like that. You know, and if you hit the bell notifications, you get notifications when every video goes up then as well. But yeah, I will end this here and see you all later on.